On a seemingly calm morning, scientists from the United States Geological Survey, USGS, were alarmed by a dramatic increase in seismic activity at two of the most dangerous volcanoes in the United States. Hundreds of small earthquakes struck Yellowstone National Park, while Mount Rainier was rocked by powerful tremors that have brought it to the brink of its largest eruption in recorded history. The simultaneous activity of these two volcanic giants has the scientific world on high alert, while the public begins to face the reality of a potential large-scale natural disaster. On a beautiful morning in the Yellowstone region, USGS researchers recorded a spike in seismic activity. More than 200 small earthquakes were detected in a matter of hours in the Norris Geyser Basin, one of the hottest and most geothermally active spots in the world. The intense seismic activity occurring in the Norris Geyser Basin is now beginning to impact the stability of the region's hot spring system. USGS scientists report that the hundreds of small earthquakes shaking the region have caused significant disturbances in the pressure and temperature of the groundwater, the primary drivers of Yellowstone's geothermal phenomena. This phenomenon raised concerns about possible eruptions from previously dormant geysers, as well as the potential release of dangerous gases like hydrogen sulfide. Even more alarming, geophysical data showed that magma beneath the national park had begun to rise again. This rise occurred just days after similar activity was reported by Yellowstone's subsurface monitoring team. This is a signal that Yellowstone is moving, said Dr. Mira Caldwell, principal investigator at the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory. These hundreds of earthquakes are not just movement. They are a warning that Yellowstone's underground system is becoming extremely active. The impact of these earthquakes was also felt on the surface. Steamboat Geyser, the world's tallest and most unpredictable geyser, began showing signs of high pressure. Tremors and rumbling sounds could be heard from a distance, and water temperatures were approaching the threshold of eruption. Steamboat is never predictable, but when it makes noise like this, usually something big is about to happen, said a national park ranger. While Yellowstone was active, Mount Rainier in Washington experienced a powerful 6.8 magnitude earthquake, shaking surrounding valleys and triggering small landslides on several slopes. However, what was most concerning was the impact underground. A dramatic rise in magma was detected immediately after the massive earthquake. Scientists now estimate Mount Rainier is in the most dangerous phase in its modern history. This is not a drill scenario. Mount Rainier has woken up, and it's not waking up quietly, said Dr. Luis Menendez, a volcanologist with the Pacific Northwest Seismic Network. Our data shows extremely high internal pressures, and all indicators point to the potential for a major eruption. With two major volcanoes exhibiting extreme activity simultaneously, the scientific world was shaken. While no direct link between Yellowstone and Rainier's activity has been established, researchers warn that this simultaneous activity is no coincidence. Geologically, they are not connected, but tectonically, they can influence each other indirectly, explained Dr. Caldwell. The combination of regional stress, tremors, and crustal shifts can trigger a chain reaction. Local authorities in Washington state have now raised the emergency code, warning residents near Rainier to prepare for a possible emergency evacuation. Test sirens have been installed, and evacuation routes have been re-established. If major eruptions occur at Mount Rainier and Yellowstone in close proximity, experts warn that parts of the western United States could experience catastrophic destruction. A Yellowstone eruption could spew massive amounts of volcanic ash, disrupting flights and temporarily altering the climate. A Rainier eruption, with its ice and snow system, could trigger deadly lahars that would wipe out thousands of homes. Scientists are working around the clock, monitoring every tremor, every shift in the ground, and every change in underground temperatures. Tensions are rising, both in the laboratory and within the community. These two volcanoes are not in cahoots, but their simultaneous activity marks a new chapter in American geological disaster monitoring, and perhaps in human history.